as citizens and, and as consumers. Robert and other experts says, oh no, Robert and other experts say putting pressure on their governments and on companies to make the system-wide change that are needed. Another way increasingly undertaken by universities, faith groups, and recently even at a countrywide level is to divest funds out of polluting activities, such as avoiding stocks in fossil fuels or banks that invest in high emissions emission industries by getting rid of financial instruments related to the fuel industries. Organizations can both take climate action and reap economic benefits. Oh no.
Also, why? Oh no.
Like my eyes is burning.
Yeah. So many
Is
times,
it too small?
Can't
many
Is it too
hours.
small? Or is it because you've been at the screen for many hours?
Yeah, I think that's why.
Ah,
But
damn.
I can
Yeah,
still read it.
maybe you need glasses like mine. they're they're like blue light
Ah,
Blue
glasses.
light. I actually have, but I don't like wearing
Yeah,
glasses.
oh come on, but it kind of gives a rest to your eyes. It's tiring to stare at the screen for so long. It's actually helping me a lot, I must say. Like my eyes were burning the whole time before.
But my head was too big. Like I cannot fit the glasses.
Oh my gosh, how
So it's
big are
kind of
they?
bad. Like
Oh,
this. Yes.
Oh,
the size, I think.
oh,
So
they're too
it's
small.
not comfortable. Yes, because of COVID, not a lot of eyeglasses store that opens.
Of
I
course.
think Mr. Belsing. Mr. Belsing. Yeah, I think you're gonna really good with the glasses.
It's right here.
Seriously.
Look.
Yeah.
Oh, it bends.
I know, right?
Yeah, I don't see they're the wrong size. To be honest, they look good.
It's awesome.
But it hurts. It hurts my head.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So I think I need to adaptate to this.
Yeah.
I'll try tomorrow.
Maybe. Yeah, that would be a good idea. It might help you with burning eyes. So what did I want? Oh, by the way, did you notice that the S here, like in this word, we have an S, but some other times you might find a Z. Like, I don't know, I'm just thinking about random words like globalized or colonized or subsidized or I don't know, whatever. In all these words that finish with eyes or whatever, the British spelling uses an S. So now we know that the one who wrote it is probably British, also because it's BBC, so that also gives us another clue. Whereas the American writing uses a Z here. So you can see the same word spelled in different ways depending on the country. Just, yeah, that's a tip. And then I just another reminder of the pronunciation of climate.
Climate.
Perfect. Yeah, that was great. I don't really have much else to add to this. So well done.
Thank you.
Okay, maybe we can just go a little bit down and then wait. Let me skip this. Cars, public transport, biking. Okay. See if there is something more. Okay, yeah, here is renewable energy expensive. Well, it's actually there are some cheap options, blah, 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 and it's cheaper than fossil fuels. Okay. Okay, let's maybe do this. Could I make a difference by changing my diet? So you can, Mr. Elgin, maybe you can read till here, and then, yeah, we can just divide it in half.
Yeah, Mr. Bilal. Okay. Okay, so number 5, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So number 5, could I make a difference by changing my diet? That's a big one too. In fact, after fossil fuels, the food industry, and in particular the meat and dairy sector, is one of the most important contributors to climate change. If cattle were their own nation, they will be the world's third largest emitter of greenhouse gases. After China and the US. Oh yeah, after China and the US. Full stop. Okay, the meat industry contributes to global warming in 3 major ways. Firstly, cows burping from, oh my god, cows uh, cows burping from the processing food releases a lot of methane. I don't know how to say that. Methane, greenhouse gas. Secondly, we feed them with other potential sources of food like maize and soy, which makes for a very inefficient process. And finally, they also require a lot of water, require lots of water, fertilizers that can release greenhouse gases, and plenty of land, some of which come from cleared forests, another source of carbon emissions.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so it's methane. So you did say
Methane,
right at some point. Methane, yes. And I just want to point out something that might be, you might know it already, but it might be interesting grammar-wise. It's the fact, you know how in order to say that something is you know, from
Belong.
someone, like, you know,
Belong,
it's
yeah.
the possessive, right? Yeah, belonging.
possessive.
Yeah, thank you. When something belongs to something else, you usually put apostrophe s, right? So that's my sister's car. I don't know. But when the word is plural, you don't put apostrophe s, you only put the apostrophe. Okay, like in this case, we have cows apostrophe. That's because when it's plural, you only put the apostrophe to mean the same thing. So I just want to point this out because there are even on the internet, you see a lot of weird stuff regarding this.
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe you know this already. So but in case you don't, find this out. And yeah, that was very good. So I don't really have any pronunciation tips here. So well done. I guess we can finish this and then start the discussion, and I'll just summarize because otherwise it's gonna become boring. So I guess Mr. Belsink, you can finish this part and then we can discuss it.
Okay. By reducing your consumption of animal protein by half, you can cut your diet's carbon footprint by more than 40%. You don't have to go vegetarian or vegan to make a difference. Cut down gradually and become a flexitarian. By reducing your consumption of animal protein by half, you can cut your diet's carbon footprint by more than 40%. A larger scale approach could be something like banning meat across an organization, as office sharing company WeWork did in 2018. This explainer of sustainable diets by the World Resources Institute, or WIR, and its longer associated report provides more answers to questions about food and carbon emissions. Oh, that's kind of hard.
Awesome, nice, awesome. So if you know, I don't know if you've noticed, but you know what I told you earlier about adjectives that come from nouns with a hyphen, right? I don't know if you noticed, but we have a few here as well. So larger
Yes.
scale approach,
Office sharing,
or office sharing, company, etc. So this is something so common. So I'm sure now you'll see it everywhere. All right. So I mean, then this article talks about flights and the fact that they produce a lot of CO2, shopping. I'm guessing because of, yeah, okay, so we have a lot of waste in clothes, but also, you know, like if you shop, instead of shopping locally, maybe you shop in big enterprises that you know, are not very green, maybe. Okay, okay, then here it talks about children, but that's a bit all right. Then driving, okay, yeah, so all the things we probably have heard about a lot.
Oh, Miss Pinky is
Yes.
it's
leading.
So
freezing.
driving, flights, clothes, food, and all this kind of stuff, I guess. So, oh my gosh, why? This is so frustrating, guys. Okay, what I would like you to do now is take, you might know about it, and discuss about it. I put a few prompts, a few questions you can use to start the discussion.
Oh no.
And if you know,
Miss Becky? Miss Becky?
put a couple of modal verbs to practice should. So we have, you can't hear me.
Yeah.
We can, but your voice is breaking.
Yeah, lagging, just like breaking voice.
Like robot.
Yeah, I think it's about like 1 minute breaking voice.
Buggy. Your voice is buggy.
Buggy.
Buggy. Oh, now she's froze. She's
Yeah.
frozen. Oh no.
Better?
Better now.
I could hear it. I could hear it. I can hear it.
All right, okay. Okay, let's try again. I was saying that we can start a discussion about, you know, things we've read, but also, you know, anything you might know as well. So it can be a free discussion. I put some questions here, but you can ask each other things as well. It would be nice to use a few modal verbs as well, even though you're actually quite good with them. But it's just, you know, like an added practice, I guess. And so here we put should, but I guess we can be flexible and use other ones like can or have to and whatnot. And I don't know, we can, to warm up the discussion, I can start by asking you one of these questions, or you can just ask each other. How would you like to start?
Maybe you can start first, Miss Becky. Asking one of us first.
Okay. I mean, who's the one who read last?
Mr. Belfing, I guess?
Me.
Mr. Wilson.
Okay.
Why not you?
No, I mean the
I'm
last one
gonna,
to read the article.
then I'm gonna ask. Mr. Elgin. So, what are some phenomena you connect to climate change in your country?
Some phenomena. I can't even name one.
Yeah,
I can't even name
not
one.
even one. Really?
Wait, is it because, well, because in Jakarta, especially in Jakarta or Depok, I guess, in Depok, the climate is always the same basically, because
Hmm.
the only difference maybe it's getting hotter and hotter day by day. So maybe it's because of the climate change, but well, it's Jakarta, right? Maybe how high it ranks in the population, uh, in the pollution in the world. I don't remember. Maybe it's three, I guess, or five. Jakarta is really high in pollution, so
Yeah.
maybe it caused the climate to get hotter and hotter. Maybe that's why some phenomena that I can connect to climate change in my country.
All
Mhm.
right.
Just hotter
What
like
about
Mr.
you?
Elgin, Miss Becky.
Oh, I'm not hot.
What?
I'm so cold. Even my voice is cold. So yeah, talking about cold, maybe the phenomena is one of them is flooding too. Yeah,
Mm.
there's a lot of flooding because the ground is caving in. Yeah, the ground is caving in. So yeah. Wait, why? Why? What is the connection between caving, the ground caving in and flooding? But yeah, I think. Uh, oh my God, I'm froze. Yeah, that's it. I guess for me, flooding because yeah. I'm sorry, my mind is starting to wander.
Mhm. No, of course, of course. I just want to point out
Mhm.
that it's like there is a difference between the weather, which is something that changes from day
Yeah.
to day or whatever. That's different, like from climate change. Climate change includes a lot of things that you might not see directly. Like it's not like
Yes.
you or like it's not like as if one day it's hotter than the other, then that's a sign usually. I mean, that's just weather changing. So there is a
Mhm.
difference between the weather changing daily and
Mm.
the larger scale things. So even just as you said, pollution is not something whose effect, I mean, yeah, you do see effects directly as well. Like you might have like some lungs problems or, skin, I don't know, many things from, of course, the like pollution can create
But I
some
think
health problems.
isn't the pollution causing the greenhouse effect though, right?
Yeah, that's what I was.
CO2, right?
Yeah,
One of
that's
them.
what I was about to
Mhm.
say. That I mean, for example, pollution, yes, does cause immediate effects as well, but it also like health effects, but it also causes effects like the greenhouse one or stuff like that. So there are like um bigger things as well. And yeah, I guess flooding is a good example as well. That's, I guess, very much connected to this as well. What do you think, Mr. Belsink? Do you have anything to add?
I don't think I can add some phenomena. Uh, the number two, I wanna answer it. So
Go ahead.
In Bali, there is a river that contained with a lot of wastes, such as plastics and others. So there is, I found it in TikTok. So there is
Oh.
international TikToker, not from Indonesia. Like they were from in, outside Indonesia. Like there's foreigners. So that's a bit embarrassing, I think, because the foreigners do care about Indonesia, but I don't think Indonesia will care. But President Jokowi, the the president of Indonesia, he help them to clean all the river in Bali. So they started to make some scat, or like
Mhm.
I don't know. Let's just say like a big
Like,
uh, jaring apa sih bahasa Inggrisnya, Miss? Jaring.
The net.
Yes, net. A big net. So
oh,
to what? To
collect?
yeah, to block the
Oh.
wastes. So that's why the government is very good, because they started to care about nature.
Mhm. Yeah, that's a very good example, actually. Yeah, that's also a big problem, right? Waste is a big problem everywhere. It's contributing to climate change quite heavily, I'd say. So yeah, that's a very good example of things. I mean, not only the government, I guess, but also local communities can do it, right? I mean, everyone can do a little bit, I guess, to contribute to that. And yeah, that's a very good example. That's cool. And interesting that you found it on TikTok. I actually don't even have TikTok, so but
Uh,
I know that it's very popular these days. I'm just
I recommend you
old
don't
inside.
download it, because it's addicting.
Yeah, that's I was like, I don't want another social media to be addicted to. But also I think the majority of the people using TikTok are usually younger, I'd say. It's much more popular within your generation, or I don't know, maybe a little bit older as well, but it's less, at least here it's very popular with younger teens, but not much with older millennials like us.
Yes, like me.
Yeah.
Mm.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good example. Thank you for sharing. What about you, Mr. Elgin? Do you want
Mm.
to say something about number 2 as well?
Yes, it is because I also watch. I guess I also watch maybe something like a news feed, or I don't know what it's called, but it's on YouTube. It's on
Mhm.
YouTube, and it was talking about Jakarta rising water point, maybe, or what is it called? Water matter, the matter. Well,
Level?
in short, it's just the water is starting to rise in Jakarta, and it's
Yes.
starting in north. Yes, in the north, and we see that there's already a few houses that's drowned because the water is rising. The water level, yeah, the water level is rising from the sea. Like they're
To
starting
me,
to rise, and Jakarta is starting to sink lower and lower, sink
Mhm.
every year, I guess. And there's no immediate response from the government, I think, as far as this happens. Maybe they started, but the walls that they created to prevent the water from getting in, it's already breaking. It's already breaking a bit, I guess. There's some holes that the water can get through. So yeah,
Mhm.
it's not perfect, or maybe it's not a good prevention, because the flooding still continues in that area. So
Mm.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
about it
I
too.
I have heard about it, but I was also told that one of the reasons is also because I mean, Jakarta is overly populated.
Yeah,
There are
so
many,
it's
many, many people there.
it's
So
getting heavy.
I was told that that's probably one of the factors, I guess. And
Mhm.
I don't know whether it's still happening, but I heard that they wanted to change the capital to a place
Yeah,
in Kalimantan, I think.
yes, it is.
Yeah, and that was why, right? I think
Just
the
they just
idea
leave
was
Jakarta, right? Mhm.
yeah, the
It's so
idea
sad.
was to kind of, yeah, I really hope they won't, like, they won't destroy the forest there, because I think there's
Yeah,
such
Kalimantan.
natural, yeah, such beautiful areas.
I
I
hope
really hope. Yeah,
me too.
so, but I understand the need as well, because of course if it's overly populated, it's really hard to handle, because I mean,
Yes,
at a
but I
certain point,
think if the
yeah.
government did pull through with that idea, and I think they will, uh, I think the population will change, right? The
Mm,
people will start going to Kalimantan instead of Jakarta now. So maybe
maybe,
even,
maybe.
maybe even,
I don't think so.
oh, why is
You don't
that,
think
Mr.
so?
Belsing?
Yes, because I've heard it from my teacher that,
Mm-hmm.
and excuses is makes sense. I think Jakarta will more be getting more crowded
Mm-hmm.
than this, because Jakarta will be uh, the spot for economic things,
Mm,
such as LA, like
Ah,
Los Angeles in America. So
right.
yes,
Hmm.
I see, I see.
that's why I think it's getting worse, getting bad.
It makes
Worse.
sense.
Hmm.
Yes.
It makes sense. So
Yeah.
they just dump people in Jakarta to increase
Yes.
the economical rate, right?
No, I mean, but
Yeah.
it's a difficult thing
Yes, it
to
is.
tackle, though, because yeah, it's not easy to consider all these different aspects, and
Yes.
it is possible that by changing it, people might not go there as well, because things are already active in Jakarta. But I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. I guess we'll see how it goes.
Yes.
It's also true that I mean, it's hard to do things about it, and maybe even all the other programs that are happening, that try to increase the, I don't know, empower different areas, even rural areas, or different regions. All these programs are actually meant to tackle this problem at the root cause, right? Because if um, many people go to Jakarta also to find opportunities that maybe they don't find in other places. Sometimes it happens everywhere in the world, that
Yes.
people move to bigger cities, right? So maybe like interventions that help improving other places as well might decrease the concentration in a certain area as well. We'll see, I guess. So nice stuff you've said. Um, so I guess my last question would be, what should we change or can we change in our daily routines? So personally, individually, what can we do?
Can I go? May I go first?
Sure,
I
go ahead,
just
go ahead.
I think Miss Putri and Miss Elgin, Mr. Elgin is know about Dedico Booster.
Yeah, I know the
Yes.
decomposer.
Yes, I
The
know
bald
him.
So
guy. The bald muscular guy.
yes. So Derek Coburser is a magician,
Magician, yeah.
but he changed his uh,
Career path.
yes career to podcast, and
Mm.
his podcast is well known right now.
Mm.
Number one podcast in YouTube.
Mm.
So she's freezing.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh,
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
no.
What happened?
Oh
she's
no. Oh
gone
no, 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 no,
out of my
no.
Zoom.
I'm about to sing, Miss Becky. I'm about to sing because you
I
are,
already sang.
you know.
Miss Becky, you are
You are
muted.
mute.
You're unmute. You're
You
muted.
are muted.
Oh my gosh, okay, sorry. I was just complaining about my internet like always.
Yeah.
So so my last question is, what should we or can we or might we, or I don't know, whatever modal verbs you'd like to use, change in our daily routines? So personally, individually, what can we do? What should we do, or what do we have to do, or you know?
This Mr.
So
Belsing, can you repeat again?
okay. So I just heard about podcasts. Deddy Kobuzer is a magician, but he changed his career to making podcasts, and is currently #1 podcast in YouTube. So, in his latest podcast, he's talking about how to minimize COVID. Yes, uh, COVID to attack our body. So he talked with a doctor, but I forget her name, his name. So he sent a voice note to his family, but maybe his family is send it to public. So he says that fasting is the best way for you to minimize the probability of COVID to goes to your body.
Okay.
And besides fasting, you can do gym. You can do gym in house, or maybe fasting with gym. It will be more effective to make COVID goes away. Or maybe when it goes in, the COVID will just go to the poo or to your piss or to your sneeze. Yes, because he says that we have to be a bad host for COVID. So that's why we should fasting.
Okay, interesting. I mean, it's controversial, I guess, because you will probably hear different opinions on this. But it's always nice to hear from different experts. Yeah. And also, Mr. Belsink, I just want to tell you something for the future. So usually the word piss is a little bit vulgar. So usually it's only used in very very
oh,
informal,
I don't know about that. I'm sorry.
Maybe urine, maybe.
Oh, no, don't worry. I'm just telling you. I mean, I don't mind, but I'm just telling you for the future, okay? Just so you know. So you could
how do you
say. So there are
Waste?
different ways. If you want the medical term, you could say urine.
Okay. I will use that.
But if you want to talk to a child, for example, you can, or maybe even to your friends, you can say pee, which is
yeah, that's the word.
It's
oh my.
halfway. Yeah, but it's no. I mean, pee is also. I mean, I wouldn't talk to the president saying pee, for example. So it's still informal. It's still informal, but it's less vulgar than piss. So we have so it's spelled pee.
Or urine.
Let's say still informal.
Maybe waste.
Then we have urine, formal, and it's a little bit
start.
Very informal.
Pass.
And actually, you have many words. You have many words that you use with piss, technically, like piss off or stuff like that, which is the equivalent of the F word, basically. So it's it's considered very, 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 very informal, let's say. So just so you know. By the way, I just want to say one thing that I forgot to tell you earlier. So I'm just telling you a few curiosities about the words we're encountering. So the word phenomena is plural, so it's an irregular plural. The singular would be phenomenon.
Oh yeah.
Yes, and phenomena is the plural. Because it comes from Latin, so that's why it's like that. So yeah, so awesome, and I guess even COVID, some people say that some things from COVID might be connected to the climate as well, like the fact that the way we exploit, like, because in the world we eat a lot of meat, there is like an overconsumption and overcrowded areas, I guess. So some people say that there is a connection as well with COVID. I mean, you're gonna hear many different theories and stuff like that, but you know that there could be a connection with that as well. So we'll see. But yeah, thanks for sharing. I like that you're looking for a lot of information from podcasts and reading and stuff like that. That's a very inspiring attitude, I guess. The kind of love for learning, right? Learning new things. So that's nice to hear. What do you think, Mr. Elgin, about daily routines?
Yes, daily routine. I I actually don't really think much of my daily routines though. As long as it's beneficial for me, I'm satisfied. I'm sorry, I'm such an egoistical person, but yeah. As long as I'm not as long as I'm not directly disturbing someone or maybe bothering someone, I guess it's fine. Maybe as long as I follow the
Okay.
rules, follow the ethic, maybe the ethic. What can I say? What? How do I say
So
this? Mm,
regarding climate change, or are you talking about COVID as
yes,
well?
regarding the climate change also. So
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
that's basically my attitude in facing the climate change as well. Yeah, as long
I'm
as
gonna suggest you something. Just go
okay,
ahead. If you see me distracted, it's because I'm googling something to show
okay,
you.
okay. Well, that is all though. That is all because my daily routine. But what should we change? I guess maybe we can stop using our private what personal what private vehicle. I guess our personal vehicle. I don't know how to say it.
Vehicle.
Yeah, vehicle,
Vehicle.
a vehicle. Yeah, our personal vehicle so much and start using uh communal transport. I guess.
Bike.
Mm.
Yes, bike
Yeah.
also, but I hear that in Jakarta that biking is prohibited now, right?
Really?
I don't know about
Really?
that.
Yeah, I don't know. I see in some banner on the street or on the way when I'm
Oh,
commuting, maybe the biking is
I didn't know
prohibited as long as the
that.
yeah the what is called how do I say this
PPKM.
PPKM
Yeah, yeah. It's just a
as long as the
PPKM.
PPK yeah PPKM in short it's just
I don't know.
a
She's freezing.
regional or local
She's freezing.
local what local oh my god how do I say this local not
Oh, she's
containment
disappeared.
containment is it oh Miss Becky is missing
I think you should repeat it again.
yes but what is it called no wait
Can you hear
isolation
me
oh
now?
yeah I can hear
Yes,
you
we
I
can.
can hear you
Okay.
uh,
It was freezing for me, but I think you
yes
said that it's forbidden to bike
yes
to cycle in Jakarta.
yeah if
Okay.
I'm not mistaken because I think I see a banner that uh
A
talks
song.
about it that give that warning as long
Mm,
as PPKM is ongoing. PPKM is like a local containment, I guess, a local isolation. So
mm.
in Jakarta
Oh, for
only,
COVID.
yes,
Yeah.
yes for COVID. Uh,
Oh, okay.
mm,
I see. Yeah,
so that's why.
I mean, yeah, but that's, I mean, connected to the circumstances, I guess. It's
Circumstances.
a little bit different from normal, I guess.
Yeah.
So actually what you said is interesting because I guess sometimes with bigger things that we don't see immediately, that, you know, like if you see, I don't know, a lion trying to attack you, that's
Hmm?
something that's a very immediate risk, right? If you see someone with a gun trying to shoot you, I mean, that's a very immediate risk, right? So you get scared immediately. And I guess humans we as humans perceive different risks in different ways, and things like climate change that are very, very big and that seem very distant we might perceive it as a lower risk because it's less direct, right?
Yeah.
I would like to suggest this book. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
To I think it froze. So this book is one of my favorites on the and it discusses psychological point of view. And I'm reading again. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you're freezing again. Oh, she's gone.
Oh no.
Out of my life.
Yeah. Kita tunggu Miss Becky dulu ya.
Okay,
At a
okay.
second, probably Miss Becky will come back here. She's back. Hello, welcome back again.
Oh my gosh.
Come
So
back.
I was trying to say that this is one of my favorite books on the matter. If you ever want to read more about it, I suggest it to you. And it's basically a very interesting analysis of the reactions people have to things like climate change and global warming from a psychological point of view. So it analyzes the psychology behind it. So it's called environmental psychology. It's a very interesting topic. But of course, I mean, you don't have to read it. It's just a suggestion if you're interested in this topic. But yeah, and it talks about this as well, about risks, perception of risks as well. It's very interesting. So yeah, I guess we are basically done and quite tight with time as well.
Yes.
So thank you so much for participating in the discussion and everything.
Thank you so much for you, Miss Becky, and for Mr. Belsing and Mr. Elgin. Oh, by the way, Miss Becky, if you don't mind, so I think we can continue because I need a little bit talk more things with you. And for Mr. Belsing and Mr.
Yes,
Elgin,
absolutely. I wanted to suggest the same.
Okay, and for Mr. Belsing and Mr. Elgin, thank you so much for today. Yeah, I know you are yawning now. You are tired, right? So it's time for you to have a relaxed time. Yeah, have a good day and have a good night for both of you.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Miss.
Yeah, stay home and stay healthy. Bye.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Belsing is already gone. Goodbye. Oh, wait. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.